this has been going on for my entire career, that I have worked so hard for. I think people need to understand that when someone from the inner city makes a success of themselves, that in itself is an extraordinary feat. And when we are in the public eye, we are literally the representation of a dream coming true. But then the constant and just never-ending abuse inflicted on us by the media, it's unfair, and it's disgusting, because we are the success stories, and we should be, you know, I'm not even saying that we need to be celebrated. We celebrate ourselves, but we don't deserve these kind of links being made. Honestly, if it wasn't for the media, I wouldn't have to work as hard as I do. I wouldn't have to undo the damage that they do. I think people need to understand that it's not just about the stories. It's not about the links to crime. Crime and criminals does not affect what I do in my life. It's the reporting of it. It's the linking me to it. I am being linked to crime. I am being vilified. My job prospects are affected. My daughters are affected. My daughter's friends. Honestly, I didn't want to come here today, but these are the things that we have to do. I have to come here and state my case and fight for things that I shouldn't be fighting for, particularly when my white counterparts do not get this type of abuse. They do not get continuously linked to stories that they could be, some of whom actually have committed crimes themselves, and it never gets mentioned again. Why it's not even why are we such easy targets?
Is it racism?
Of course it is. Of course it is. And not only that, it's also a lack of diversity in the journalist industry. If you don't have that represented in the newsrooms, then we don't stand a chance, and you don't understand how and why it is important for us to not have things this way. It's so unfair.
First Sterling, now Jamelia. Well, these things are happening for time, and the papers are now gonna get it back. They're getting it, because yeah, I heard this story the other day. Jamelia's stepbrother's involved in some crime. I'm like, what stepbrother? What does that mean? And she may have been fired or something over it, or something happened like to that extent. Now, there's a big problem with, you could call, the wider society of wanting us to act like we're individuals, but when something goes wrong, they want to put us within the race. If we shout, oh, this is racism or whatever, they want to say, no, it's an individual situation. But when something a black person does wrong, they want to now bring you involved in it. They want to say that, oh yeah, it's your, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know these criminals, you know killers and whatever. And she was basically saying, what these hood rats do is nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. What? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and basically, stepbrother, that could be like, your dad probably remarried some woman, and that woman's child is some criminal, and now they want to tell you that you're part of this, or you know this guy, like you're pallies with hardcore criminals, hardcore murderers. That's some crap. That is some crap. Like yeah, it's actually good that these newspapers and stuff is getting there. It's like, yo, you got to be responsible now. You're trying to compete with the internet game, and it's not working, because the internet can put out news every second. You're trying to put out news and they're trying to do what YouTube videos do. When you put someone's name on for views, they're doing the same thing. But but they're trying to be negative every time. Raheem Sterling. There's a video. It's called like Raheem Sterling to disgrace. Some white dude breaks down all the news articles on Raheem Sterling. Like Raheem Sterling is not allowed to buy flashy stuff, and he's not allowed to go Poundland without there being an article on him, without there being something on him. Like these papers have to start being responsible, and they're gonna be called out every day now. Every day, especially if it's losing people jobs, and people are, you know what I'm saying, people are losing credibility over being grouped into a situation. So yeah, moral of the story or moral of this, choose one thing, white people. Either we're individuals or we're one group.